Good morning, everybody. It's going to be another smoky day in California. So I've never attempted to make my own dirt before, but I'm going to do that today. So I've got, I don't even know what I mean, I know what it is. It's granule fertilizer, perlite, and dirt. Well, it's Miracle-Gro potting mix. So, like I said, I've never attempted this before. I read about it, and I hear it's beneficial, but never actually attempted it. So I don't really know what I'm doing, and I don't really know how well it's going to come out. I feel like I need some more dirt in there. See if I can get some without making a mess. Guess we'll just kind of move slow and add stuff as we see fit. And I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what kind of consistency of anything, so it'll be interesting. I'm not even sure if I don't know if that granule fertilizer just like sinks to the bottom, or if it's actually mixing into the dirt. A lot of unknowns in this world, and a whole bunch of them with me doing stuff like this. Add a couple more scoops in there. And what we're going to try to do is put it in here and see if it doesn't look like it's doing something. I don't know if this will mix it any better. I think we need a little bit more of that perlite. I got this bag, oh god, years ago. Ooh, maybe a little too much. I got this bag years ago, and I haven't hardly used it. I actually got it when I used to breed snakes, and I used it in the little containers that I kept my eggs in while I was incubating. Alright, even though I have zero clue what I'm doing or what it's supposed to look like, I kind of like how that looks. So I guess we could start putting some in here. I'm not sure if this is enough to fill up this whole tray here, but yeah, it's not going to be. I'll have to make some more. And I'm sure once it's watered, it's going to even fill up less. Yep, we got to make some more. That's okay. We do have the capabilities. And we kind of understand a little bit more of what we need to do for what we're looking for now. So I put just one decent sized scoop of that granule fertilizer. Probably too much perlite. Oh, I think I put even more in now. And lots of dirt. I guess I could just mix this with my hands, but may as well use the tools I have. All right. I think I might have too much in there to use that. I guess it can't, I mean, it's definitely not gonna hurt. It's better than the topsoil garbage I was using before. All right. Hang the tools back up. This should be enough to finish filling these. Back over here where you can see it. Just don't want to make a mess. Dump the rest in. So the goal, I guess, is for a I watched a video on YouTube, go figure, and something like this was a recommendation for people that have a habit for watering too much, which I do. So I guess the goal with the perlite makes it fast draining, and with the fertilizer in there, it makes it so it, you know, I don't remember what the time frame was. It was like for a month that it would slow release the fertilizer when you had your plants in here. So, and I don't know what I'm going to grow in here yet, so I'll have to wait and see that. I'm just putting a little bit of, again, I don't know what I'm doing here. Don't necessarily copy what I'm doing. Never do that. That's a horrible idea. Just getting a little bit wet. So I don't know exactly what. I'll probably put that little guy in there. I might put these little guys in there. I don't know yet, but this job is done for now, so we'll move on to the next job. I thought this was crazy. That's the sun right now, trying to break through the smoke. Unbelievable. Morning, everybody. It's about 6 o'clock. The sun's coming up, and I've been up since 2. I just absolutely could not sleep. So, a couple projects today. Let's get in the shop. So today we're going to start off adding or changing fuel filter on this tractor. We're going to put this one on here that I got for the John Deere. The John Deere has some much bigger problems than I expected, so it's going to be down for a while. But this one has been giving me trouble lately, where it'll just quit running for whatever reason. It'll just stall out and done, and then it'll restart. And I do believe it is the fuel filter. So let's make some room to work. I can't reach it. I installed these LED lights on here. Where's the switch? There we go. A couple years ago, I guess, these LED headlights, they work out pretty good. And they, as you can see, with normal, you know, lawn tractors, you know, you have to have the engine revved up, you have to have it running. I wired them direct to the battery, so it doesn't have to be running. And I can leave these things on. I got some LEDs in the back too. I can leave these things on for ever, for all day, and the thing will still start. They draw so little. So definitely a very good investment. I think they only cost me like $10 too. They weren't that much at all. All right, let's remove this hood. Get it outside. So that gives you, as you can see, so much more room to work with. Now, I really don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna take this. Ooh, I almost dumped everything on the ground. I'm gonna take it kind of slow. I've got a full tank of gas in this thing, so I'm hoping I could pinch off the fuel line, and the plan is to pinch off the fuel line, remove these little deals right there, and then we'll be trimming the fuel line to fit the new filter. Or I might not have to trim it. I might be able to just push it back. I'll try that first, so I can always go back to the shorter one without actually replacing the fuel line. Where did my light go? Oh, right here. So, let's see. Actually, I'm going to have to use a different pair of pliers here. Hopefully this goes good. I don't want to get gasoline everywhere. Not this early in the morning. And I don't even know if this is gonna. I don't even know if this thing's gonna break coming off. I kind of hope it doesn't, because it's all I got. If the other one does not work, and I'm hoping the fuel line's not rotted too. So let's pinch this off here. I might have to use a bigger one. I'm gonna have to be quick about this. Pinch it off higher up. Definitely gonna lose a little bit, but hopefully not too much. Wow. Smell fuel. I don't know from where, because I don't have anything off yet, but I can smell it. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with these kind of hose clamps. I mean, they work good, but they can be a pain in the butt to work with. And this fuel line might be just shot. I don't know. This tractor was purchased. Oh, look at that. We got one little drip on the frame, and it's not leaking anymore. Oh. I'll make sure it's not going to leak more before I get this all torn apart. So this tractor was purchased in 2009, brand new. And this is the factory filter and line and everything on it. So a little bit of history for you. It doesn't look like it wants to come off. Like I said, I don't want to break anything. That's still leaking, so let me get a bigger pair of vice grips on there. I'm not sure that little pair is doing too much of anything. There we go. That ought to do her. Smells like fuel in here. So a little trick is, when you got this line, if you, I don't know what you guys can see, you probably can't see anything right now, but if you take it and just kind of pinch it past that nipple on the line and kind of work it like that, it makes it easier to come off, to get it off the barbs, like so. Hopefully you can see this. So just like that, no fuss. All right. So as I said before, you can see the factory Briggs & Stratton logo on this filter. It's an oldie but goodie. Okay, so that's line in, this is line out. Put that right on there like so. Put that right on there like so. Let's think about this now. Well, let's not think too much because it's got to go on there no matter what. So let's just get it on. I gotta take these off. Get this clamp back down here to the filter. Like I said, hopefully everything's showing up okay for you guys here. This clamp down here. This one back up there. And now, take this final vice grip off and watch that filter fill up. It's not doing nothing. Big shocker, eh? It's kind of interesting, actually. Wonder. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Not plugged in over here. I wonder if I got a bad battery. What's that say? Okay, well, it shows charging, so I guess we'll just let it sit and charge for a little bit and we'll see what happens. So I just finished filming this a second ago and I looked down here and I noticed the filter has fuel in it, so that's good. But I do need to charge the battery, and it's only 6 a.m. so I don't need to be making all this noise. I notice the line is a little wet down there, so I'll have to figure that out. Hopefully it's not leaking. I'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully this job will be done. It'll be awesome. See, these are these headlights. I don't know if you guys saw them before. I don't know which way the camera was pointing or whatever, but pretty decent upgrade. I got a video on my channel of changing these. Good morning, everybody. I've already been going at it for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours now maybe. As you can see, the sun's up. I've done a lot of work on clearing the trailer off, and today one of the things I want to do is get the splitter fired up. I like to run it now and then, and I haven't run it in a few weeks, so I'll just start it up, let it run for a little bit, move the cylinder in and out maybe, and then shut it off. Got to remember what those levers do. Give it a minute for the fuel to fill up. I shut the fuel off on this like everything else. Whew. My back hurts. Wow. Let's see if she'll pop. there and run for a little while. I'll shut the fuel off and let it run out. That's what happens when you don't mow for a couple weeks. That's just my front lawn. Incredible. I'll go dump that back out in the farm and let it go back into the dirt. Another thing I want to work on today is this pressure washer. It used to run great, but it wouldn't start this year. And I could spray starting fluid in it and it'll fire right up, but I think I left fuel in it and the carburetor got gummed up. So the fuel line is right there. I'm going to pull it off the carburetor right there. Install, probably back here by the on and off switch, I'll install a shut-off valve. And I want to get the bowl pulled off that carburetor. See if I can't maybe use a tip cleaner to clean the jet out without removing the whole carburetor. But I need to get this thing going again because I need to use it this year, so that'll be one of the projects for the day. I still got about a half hour before I want to start making noise, turning the mower on and stuff, so I guess we may as well get this fuel line job done. Put my lights on the situation. I don't know if that helps or hinders you guys, but I need a little bit of light. Oh. Just like yesterday, same thing. Pinch this fuel line off here. This one's on there good. It's been on there a few years. There's a little bit of pressure in there. I definitely want to get something. I actually want to drain this. Let me find something to drain it into. Alright, I just went and got my gas can because I can't keep going back and forth like this. We'll just get it emptied once and for all. It's probably going to be in your guys' way, but you'll forgive me, I'm sure. Tank holds a lot more than I thought. Should have just got this gas can to begin with. Why did it stop? It's interesting, there's still fuel in there. It's still coming out a little bit. Alright, we'll let that sit there and work itself out. What do I need to do to get the... I need a socket. Oh, hopefully the O-ring isn't destroyed on that. That would not be good. I guess the only way to do it is just to do it. Sorry guys, my big head's gonna be in your way for a minute. Is it not metric, really? It's not. It's amazing. should probably, before I record too much, check you guys out. Oh, you're good, because I know some gasoline splattered on the camera. Alright. This is going to be messy, I'm sure. Oh. Knocked the fuel line right out of the... That's going to drip on my floor, but what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? It'll dry up. Can you still see okay? Oh, that's some nasty fuel coming out of that bowl. It's like brown. I don't really like doing it this way. I'd rather just pull this carburetor off, but I really don't have a choice because I don't want to pull the carburetor off. So I think I can get in here and just clean it up and it'll be good to go. I have this thing running in a half hour. I get my box end wrench in there now. Not quite, getting close though. Not 100% sure what I'm going to find when I get in here, other than a guaranteed mess. Now the plug still looks good. Now hopefully I can get this apart without... I hope this O-ring's not destroyed. I forgot all about the O-rings on these bowls. So I'm going to have to tap it a little bit. Right now I'm a victim of not putting my tools back where they belong. There we go. It took me a minute to find my rubber mallet. Oh, that's nasty. I'll show you guys before I dump it out. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but hope for the best, I guess. Look at all the crap in there. Just garbage. Alright, so let's move on to our fuel shut off since we're good to go there. I need a pair of cutters. Got the fuel shut off right here. It's a Briggs & Stratton part number 698183. 5091 fuel shut off. Fits most engines, genuine part, inline fuel shut off. And this shall go right here. Let's get it on. haphazardly cut this line because I don't care too much. Fix it in the long run, right? We will fix it in the long run. I don't like these little guys here, but it's all I have right now, so hopefully it will suffice. I'm not sure if I don't think there's an in and an out. Oh man, that goes in there good. Holy crap. Yeah, that's gonna hold real good. This guy. Yeah. Where did my other? There it is. So what this is going to allow me to do, it's going to let me actually remove the carburetor, shut the fuel off, remove the carburetor, and not only that, it's going to allow me to, like I do with most all my other equipment, is shut it off and let the engine stop. Because what happened to this happens when you leave fuel in things for forever. So this is going to prevent that. So I'm happy. So I'm going to get the compressor on, I think. What time is it? Is it late enough to make some noise? You could smell that bad gas in here now. Yeah, it's late enough. So let's do it. I'm using this Hyper Tough nail gun compressor that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. Seems like the best option right now. Watch your eyes. I even had this mirror. This is such an amazing tool, and it's so easy to forget that you even have it. Looking for junk in there. I mean, it looks pretty good, but I should be able to get my tip cleaner in there like that. Question is, where is the tip cleaner? There it is. I'm just use little. You see that doing backwards? You just don't have it. See. That's pretty good. We'll figure out how to do that. Okay, so I don't think those are probably because the whole fuel is all that doing the same fuel all the place. So I think this is back here. All right. I hope that O-ring is... I mean, I should probably replace it, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be just dandy. Yes, I do. Where did that go? Actually, I think this guy, just bolt runs fuel right through it. Let me make sure this is clean too while we're doing this. Can't see any light through it. There we go. This is so hard to get on upside down. And with gloves on, so I took them off. I don't like getting too dirty, so I'll put them back on once I get this snugged up there. There we go. That was a good quick project, huh? Let's move you guys again over here. Come over here and see what I'm doing. Can I just put this? Oh yeah, I can get it most of the way with that. I can't use the box end wrench because it's like recessed into the bowl there. Okay, that should be good. Get the fuel line reinstalled. Not gonna be any easy way to get this part back on though. Maybe this way. Maybe, I don't know. There we go. Let's put some fuel in it and see, make sure that doesn't leak. I highly doubt it's going to leak, but just want to make sure before we get going at it too good. fill it up because I don't want to have to drain that whole tank. Bring you guys up here. So that's where we're at. Doesn't look like anything's leaking. Oh, we got plenty of fuel in there. Let's turn it on. Okay, fuel. The fuel is on. Sorry, I had you guys pointed down. Doesn't look like it's leaking, but you know what I want to do? I want to take that off and look down into the carburetor and make sure it's not. Oh, can't see down into the carburetor. I'm gonna have to put you guys down for a second while I look at this. Oh, down like that. I definitely see some liquid down there, but I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely gas. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. If it's gonna leak, I don't know where it would leak. I guess the only thing left to do is hook it up to the hose and see if it's gonna run. Which kind of sucks because let's shut that off. That's the whole reason we put that there, is so the gas wouldn't stay flowing. Kind of sucks because this thing kills my back to pull on the pull starter. Let's go find out. Okay, so that thing ran longer than it has in years. It's obviously still got a problem. The pump's not bypassing, so when you see me first start it, unless I'm holding the trigger, you see it load up and then just stall. It just seizes up, and then you got to release the pressure from the hose to get it to do that again. So I'll have to work on that, but I'm going to call that semi-successful and get my mess picked up. Alright, so I got to work on my son's weed eater here. Let me change this a little bit. I don't really know what's wrong with it. Just quit. Just quit. So let's start by cleaning it up a little bit. Time for a carburetor rebuild. I do indeed think it is. But do not have a carburetor rebuild kit for this. So I'll have to work on getting that. And I guess we'll move on to the next project because I think this is going to be a hopeless one for today. But I'll have to get this done because he's got to work. Until then, I'll let him use my VL110. That thing's running. Oh, I gotta show you guys. This is running great. Let me grab it. So you guys might remember I got this VL110 for the simple purpose of just destroying it. Like I said, the thing is running like a champ, but it's brand new. You'd expect it to run like a champ, and you can see there, these are identical. Big differences is this one's like screwed together, like bolted together. The case is bolted together, this plastic. This one's like clipped together. It's kind of cheap. This one does not have a clutch, this one does have a clutch. That's like the biggest difference. Other than that, they're identical. I like this one because you hit the switch and it shuts off. This one you have to hit the switch and hold the switch, otherwise it won't shut off. If you let off the switch before it stops, it'll just keep on popping. But this one you just hit the switch and it shuts off, like some of my more pricey Husqvarna stuff. So still doing good. Sweet. Let's move on to the next project. Okay, so I have a problem with this compressor. Not the compressor, with the hose. This coil hose is leaking again. So I love this thing, but it's getting all rotted, and it seems like every week I come out to work in the shop, I have to cut this back, and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just going to replace it. I'm not going to replace it today. I'm just going to take it off and put a plug in it, and I've got this right here. I can use this orange hose until I find another good coil hose. This one's lasted me a lot of years, so I can't really complain about it too much. I just hope I have a plug. I don't want to have to go down to the hardware store to get a plug. And I'm using a different camera. This is a Sony Handycam. What is it? It's a DCR HC32. It's an old DV camcorder. I like it. I'm hoping this is going to work. I hope that I don't just throw all this footage away. But it's a pretty cool camera. It's got night vision on it, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it works. Let's see if I got a pipe plug I can put in there. I'm sure I do. There's all kinds of miscellaneous pipe fittings. Gotta find them. Okay, so I do not have a pipe plug that size, but I'm going to put this little pop-off valve in there, and that should work just fine. If it comes out, I don't think it's ever been out of this little regulator. Oh yeah, it's coming. So I'll put this in there for now, and then I'll deal with plugging it another day. At least now I'll be able to use this compressor. And I only run 100 psi. I'm capable of running 200 through this compressor. It pumps up to 200, but I only run 100. So this little pop-off valve should work just fine. I hope. You'll be the second people to know if it doesn't. Alright, let's see what happens. Look at that, perfect. So now I could take a hose and plug it into there. Let's test it. This is another coil hose, but this is like a really cheap Walmart one. Leaks like crazy, as you can see. Okay, I'm happy with that. Move on to the next project. So I want to show you guys let's try this again. So I want to show you guys this really quick. Maybe this is something you can help with. This is my little benchtop bandsaw, and it doesn't cut in a straight line, and I don't know if I have the blade misadjusted. I don't know what the problem is. So I'll show you, and maybe you can leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. So I made this with my square. It's perfectly square with that corner. You see how crooked I had to make that thing, and you see how it's not square at all. I'm sure it's got to do with the blade adjustment, so maybe you guys can leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Maybe lead me to a video that... Is this thing even plugged in? Yes, it is. My drill press. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Maybe you can lead me to a video that will show me how to properly adjust the blade. It's got all kinds of adjustments. It's got one back here, one here, one here. It's got these little guides here, but I don't know how to adjust it properly, and I think that's the problem. You could see, can you guys see that? See how unsquare it cut that? Or maybe that's just how bandsaws do. I don't think that's right, but anyway, leave a comment below and let me know. Thanks a million. So now we're going to do something that too many people take for granted, and that is clean the computer. So, you know, to do what I do, making these videos for you guys, I need a computer to edit with. And you can see it gets mighty dirty. So I use my air compressor to blow it out. Might not be recommended for everybody, but that's what I use. So to go over this a little bit, so I built this computer myself. This is a, can I see the, this is an Asus MS or M5A97 Plus motherboard. It's an FX80 750 8-core processor, I think it is. I've got the GeForce GTX 1070 Ti Duke Edition video card. That's this monstrosity right there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hard drives, it looks like. It's a CX750M power supply. 20 gigabytes of RAM. This is not like a beast by any stretch of the word, but it does the job very well. So let's get it cleaned up. like I said, I just use compressed air. I don't go crazy with it. Yeah, I could do that. I don't. Look at that, that's an ant. I don't know if you guys can see it, but so one thing I learned a long time ago is do not blow directly. Like these case fans I don't care much about. If they go out, it'll still run fine. But like the video card fans and the CPU fan, I don't blow. I don't make them spin. I hold them still like this. And I blow it out like that. Because I've done that before and I've destroyed fans, so I just don't do it like that anymore. These video card fans really don't run that much. I just don't push them hard enough to run. Clean out my power supply has a little filter on it. I've got to clean that one out. That gets pretty dirty because it's right on the ground. Some of it still gets through though. I don't know if you guys can see that, but some of it still gets through. Clean the side cover. And we're done. So yeah, like I said, that's something that a lot of people take for granted is their computer. How many fans do I have in here? Let's see. I got one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fans. I guess 10 if you're counting the power supply. But don't take this kind of stuff for granted. Get it cleaned right. Blow it out. So one of the reasons I decided to do this was because I took a video today. I'll show you guys right here. I took a video today using my Sony, my DV, what is it? DCR HG52 Handycam. And for those of you, here I got one glove on, let me take it off so I can actually work. for those of you that are unfamiliar with these things, this is one of those old-fashioned DV camcorders, and I really like this camera. Hey. There, didn't want to close. But I've got to download the video from it, and I need to get it uses the FireWire, so I need to get the FireWire. I've got the FireWire card in the computer, but I didn't have the cable connected, so I had to connect the cable, and we'll get that done and we'll be good. Alright guys, so I decided to collect the trail camera. Sorry for the shaky footage, I'm holding the camera. I've not seen this pictures. This trail camera has been watching my quail in their new cage. Or not new, it's an old cage, but it's in a new location right behind the house, much closer than it used to be. So I have not seen this yet. Let's have a look. What is going on? Why isn't it? It's not opening. Okay, I don't want to configure any settings. I want to put my SD card in, and I want it to open. There we go. Alright, so I'll try to hold the camera still while we go through these. Is it doing something? I can already see something is there messing with the quail. Here we go. It's loading on the second monitor here. I can't really see what set that one off. Oh, I see. So right there, there's a quail. The quail moved. And there is a disgusting cat. So the quail are moving, that's what's setting it off. I don't know if you could see that. I think it's just the quail. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was me. There, right there is my little, I was taking my cart down with the pitchfork to dump the grass clippings. And there's my daughter feeding the quail. And there's me collecting the camera. Alright, well, the only thing we got, really, was that disgusting, nasty, demonic feline there. Do yourself and your neighbors a favor, everybody. If you guys have cats, keep them indoors. They don't belong outside. I mean, up here, they mess with other people's animals, and they die a horrible death when they get eaten by a coyote or a mountain lion or a bobcat or any of the other 25,000 predators that we have out here. So anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button and hit that bell if you want to get notifications for each video. And we'll see you next time. Thanks a million, everyone. Out here at night, we talked about the night vision capability, a little bit of this old DV camera. So I figured I would show it to you. I should have brought a flashlight. The camera can see a lot better than I can. It's one of the reasons I like this thing. and I were cutting a tree down today. You can't really see it because it's so dark. Little chicken coop. Heard something over there. Gotta be careful because there's a skunk back here. There's the moon hiding behind the trees. Where'd the moon go? There's a good shot of it. Look at the zoom on that thing. Can't hold it still though. Alright, back up to the house. I have to use the camera as a flashlight because I can't see anything. The property's just black right now. There's the corn. Not growing well at all. Back up to the house. There's Nick eating chicken. Alright, back in here with the grow light. So anyway guys, like I said, that's all for now. I just wanted to show you some of the night vision capabilities. We'll turn the night mode off now so you can see full color. This is why one of the reasons I like this camera so much is because of these night vision capabilities. Anyway guys, thanks a million for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.